Namaste, friends. Welcome to Showbuzz by Jewelbuzz. My pleasure and honor to introduce to you Mr. Nirav Bhansali, Co-convener, National Exhibitions, JWCC. Namaste, Nirav bhai. As usual, lovely to have you back.
Namaste, Steve. Thank you so much for having me.
Today we'll be talking about IIJS Signature 2026. So from the ground zero, Nirav bhai, what's the preparations like?
We are all set. Everything's looking good. The buzz is very strong, and we think it's going to be a good start to the new year. Signature always sets the tone for the new year as the
Yes.
first big major show in the year. And this year is going to be no different. We are going to do a lot to bring real excitement to this industry.
All right, Nirav bhai, let's talk numbers. So number of stalls, number of exhibitors confirmed for IIJS Signature.
This year, Signature is the largest ever Signature show. While it's being held at the same two venues, the Geo and the BEC UNESCO. Approximately 1,500 companies, over 3,100 plus booths. So that's the size in general. But not only that, every single section has become much bigger. So if you will just take for example the silver section. So earlier it used to be 60 booths. Now this year we are going to have over 110 booths. The Select Club is now moved to a new location in Geo. It's in the Jasmine Hall, where in Premier we had already moved earlier. Now Signature also moving there. So the Select Club have moved from 97 booths to 159 booths. Similarly, the machinery has now moved to the new venue in BEC, the Hall 6 that has been revamped. So it's a much larger thing with 250 plus booths. Gold and diamond jewelry, as always, expanding. Lab grown is becoming bigger. Already the second biggest show in the country, very close to the IIJS Premier in terms of size. And I think very close to being the third largest or maybe even second largest in the world.
Now, what you're saying, what is interesting is every section is getting the stature it deserves now. I think that is what IIJS is all about.
Every section is now like a big show. So if you take the machinery, it's one of the largest machinery shows. If you take the select, it's fine jewelry is the largest in the country where you get all these people on the same place. Silver also now with almost 100 plus booths. It's like a big show. So it's getting bigger and bigger. Every section is becoming prominent. And so retailers, finds it easy to just visit the section that they want to. They're also trying to make clusters of these people in similar kind of space. So it's easier for the visitor to do that thing. So it's for paying the dividends, good dividends.
Nirav bhai, the number of visitors expected and some, facts and figures on the international visitors expected.
So our internal targets are 20% higher than last year's numbers, which we are on track. As on this date, the same date last year, we are over 20% higher. We expect over 25,000 domestic visitors and over 1,500 plus international visitors. This year, the dates are also little later in the year. Next year, it goes to the perfect date that we would like it to be. But that is also giving us a good international boost for the show because last year it used to be like first, second, third, closer to the New Year's. And that's why we used to see little short on the international front. But this year, there also we are getting good response. Almost 18 plus delegations and totally 1,500 to 2,000 visitors, including the delegation visitors.
Some of the countries represented, Nirav bhai?
So all the GCC
International.
countries, yeah, all the GCC countries where we get our maximum flow from. Then our Indian subcontinent region, so Bangladesh, Nepal, Sri Lanka, and then the Far East, which is also very strong for us. So Malaysia, Vietnam, Hong Kong, Thailand. We have a delegation from big one from Thailand, a big from Korea. So and then there are a few from London, and US has a smaller visit. US becomes a little far for them to travel at this time of the year, so that is less compared to what it is for the premier. But over other than that, all the sections, all the countries, and all the industry lead delegations, major ones from this region, the Middle East, the Far East, and Indian subcontinent, are all visiting.
So, coming to, innovation, special features at IIJS Signature, can you take us through what is in store for us?
So we did the phase one of innovation that we had to do in the past 2 years, where we introduced face scanning, single entry for across the venues. We introduced a lot of like innovate talks and all those things. Now what we are doing is this is the second phase that we are working on, and we are using a lot of AI and tech to do trend forecasting, visitor management, understanding what kind of visitor is there, matching the visitor with the exhibitor. So there'll be QR codes on every booth, and every visitor can scan that, make notes. In the evening, he will get a full summary of his visits. He can book appointment with his exhibitors on the app. So we are now focusing a lot more on the digital front and how we can use technology to enhance the experience of the visit and then make the business easier for them in future. So this year is going to be a lot of development on the AI and the digital front. That is what we are focusing on. Apart from that, all the standard things that we are doing, we are improving on those things. So visitor flow will, whatever shortcomings were there last year, if any, those will be taken care of. Cleanliness of the stalls will be better. The execution of the booths will be better. All the booths have been upgraded to a different level. So small changes keep happening, but if you ask me, the biggest changes that you will see is that use of AI to understand the visitors' needs, the exhibitors' needs, aligning them, and forecasting the visitor movement and trends and everything.
Where the other thing is GJPC just takes that extra step every time towards sustainability. Any new feature in the sustainability?
All our booths are sustainable booths. 100% of them have been converted, and also the flex that we use, that is almost eliminated throughout the show. So we are moved to most of them either digital or eco-friendly material. And I think by premiere we should be 100% free of plastic or the flex or the PVC, that vinyl that we used to be using. So that is being taken care of. Water, we are working on sustainable water. Maybe we'll pilot a small project this year in IIJS Signature, where we'll be offering bottles which are sustainable bottles, and that pilot will be taken forward in the coming editions if it is successful and we are able to manage the quantities and the flow of that. And apart from that, we are running the menus on green energy. Paper usage has been eliminated at most places. No badges have been eliminated, so it's digital, so we are not printing anything. So we have appointed a consultant and we are working on them, that by 2030 or 35, whatever goal, where we can make the all our exhibitions 100% carbon neutral. It's a very big thing, because if you want to do it in one building space, it's easy. But here we have to take care of all the visitors who are flying from all over the world, how much carbon they will be emitting when they are traveling, all the vendors, how much carbon they will be emitting when they are making the products, the booths. It's a dynamic thing where we to estimate the exact carbon and all is becoming difficult. But we are coming to some benchmarks. But by 2030, between 30 and 35, all our shows will be 100% carbon neutral.
You know what? I was coming to the communication of the new branding. It's going to be IIJS Bharat. What's happening on that communication?
So we are super excited with this new Bharat branding. We think that today, if you see in the world, this industry is struggling in a lot of markets. Take the natural diamond space, and you take China has been struggling. Lab grown has disrupted the space. Europe is little slow. The gold rates are causing panic all over the world. The tariffs are disturbing US markets. But Bharat has been one real solid pole star that is guiding this industry forward. And I think the next 5, 7, 10 years are going to be, we are going to see such strong positive trends in the Indian market. And India is going to be leading this segment in every single category. In the world, we are going to be number one. We are going to be the largest manufacturers of every single product, be it gold, platinum, studded, lab grown, natural. So India is going to be really shining. And it's time that we take our true space. And this Bharat, it's not just a name change, but it's actually a change that we are feeling very proud of what we have achieved and what we are doing today in the world. We really feel very patriotic and committed towards Bharat. And really, it's a very close personal step that we have taken. And we are really going to make sure that we take this across the world. The world is going to recognize Bharat through IIJS, and every visitor exhibitor is going to be unanimously building this brand together.
In fact, you've partially answered my next question. I was going to say outlook for the GJ industry in India, and specifically what you have to say on the consumer mindset, changing consumer mindsets, especially the current generation.
So this new generation is a very tricky generation. Their patience is very limited, their time span is less. So trends are changing very fast. So you can't say that you produce today, it's in the store in 6 months. I think all those times for these people have changed. You have to be very fast. The trends have to be released in 20, 30 days. And that trend will be changed in another 3 months, something else will come. So Indian consumers are very like the next generation is really, they are a very bustling big community, a big buying audience. But to satisfy them, we'll have to make a lot of changes. I'm sure our manufacturers and retailers together have acknowledged this and they are working towards that. And I'm seeing a lot of change in the way people are making the products, the new introductions, the new materials being used, the new marketing material, communication material, the store branding, everything over the year is changing very fast to acknowledge their power and to be ready to service them. And IIJS being no different, I think we are also, as a body, also changing that. Our talks, the seminars that we are doing are also focusing on these areas more to do with the new age consumer, the requirements of them. We are ready, and I think India is also ready for this. So I think it's going to be a great show, great year, and next many coming years are going to be really fantastic for the Indian markets, the Indian manufacturer, the Indian retailers.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Nirav Bhansali for you, brimming with hope and optimism. From all of us at Jewelbuzz, Nirav Bhai, to you, your team at IIJS Signature and GJEPC, all the very best. Namaste, and
Thank you.
thank you for being with us.
Thank you, members. And I welcome you all to IIJS Signature. Please make the most of it. We are here to service you, serve you, and provide you with the platform that you all need to conduct your business in a safe, prosperous environment. Let's take IIJS, let's take Bharat to next level. Let's make India the biggest and the most bustling jewelry country in the whole world. And thank you again, once again, Jewelbuzz. Thank you for having me over.